Hey guys, it's Tamika, and as part of the hair care series that I'm doing on my channel, I decided to put together a little weave shampoo video because, as a matter of fact, I've been getting requests for this, but a lot of you guys are wearing protective styles, mainly weaves, and I wanted to show you guys how I do them in my salon from start to finish. So in this video, it's going to be from start to finish for the weave maintenance service. That way, if you don't know how to do it or you're unsure of the steps, you can go on ahead and watch this video and learn step by step how to do it and what needs to be done to make sure that your hair stays healthy while it's underneath the weave. So go on ahead and check out my hair care series, and I'll be doing more videos. I'll try to put up a video at least once a week. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go on ahead and do that because I have loads and loads and loads more of this information coming. So, and hit the notification bell. That way you guys can stay updated on all the new videos I have coming up. So if you're into hair care or anything like this, stick around because I'm really helping ladies grow their hair. That's my thing. That's what I do. Okay, so let me just stop rambling and go on ahead and get into the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. So to begin the weave wash or the weave maintenance process, I'm going to thoroughly detangle the leave out hair and the weave hair. And this just makes it easier in the long run. It keeps everything from retangling. So I'm just going to clip the leave out hair out of the way. And I'm taking a detangling brush, and that brush is by Veda. And I'm just going to thoroughly brush through the weave hair to get all the knots and tangles out. And then I'm going to take a wide tooth comb and comb through the leave out hair. Detangling is a very important process in the weave maintenance, weave shampoo day. I'll clip that back up. And now I'm going to finish detangling the sides of the hair. So I'm just going to part the weave hair down the middle and put it into two ponytails. And I'm going to braid those ponytails down all the way and tie it off with another rubber band on the end so it won't unravel. And there's the braided weave hair. I'm going to do the other side, braid it all the way down. And this helps the weave hair not tangle up when you wash it. And this is very important, especially if you have hair that tangles a little bit anyway. So to the shampoo bowl, and we're going to be using warm water, and I'm going to thoroughly wet the hair, thoroughly wet the hair, all of the weave hair, all of the hair underneath, and the leave out portions. I'm going to thoroughly wet that. So now I'm just starting to shampoo the leave out part, and I'm using the Joico Moisture Recovery Shampoo. And I'm just like scrubbing the scalp and just being as gentle as possible and making sure the hair stays in one direction. Making sure the scalp is clean. And then distributing the shampoo down the shaft as I go. Making sure the hair stays in one direction because you don't want the hair to tangle back up. And then I'm going to clip it out of the way. So I'm going to take an applicator bottle and fill it up about 3/4 of the way with water. And then I'm just going to squirt some shampoo into the applicator bottle. And that's also the Joico Moisture Recovery Shampoo. A few pumps of shampoo in there. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to shake it up. And so I'm going to take that mixture and saturate the braids underneath in the scalp. And I'm just going to go on ahead and start shampooing. And I'm going to take like the full strength shampoo and put it onto the weave hair and just kind of squeeze it in. And this is a really good way to wash all the oils and dirt and stuff out of the weave hair without tangling it back up. And so whenever I'm doing a weave maintenance, I make sure to not mat and tangle the hair underneath. And so you see me just pressing and squeezing the hair underneath to get it clean. No scrubbing and rubbing because it mats the hair underneath, and you want to be mindful to not do that, because if you do, then it will cause matting and tangling, which equals hair loss. And so I try to steer clear of that as much as possible. So just pat and squeeze, pat and squeeze. And so I'm going to rinse out the leave out, and then I'm going to rinse out the weave hair thoroughly. Getting all the shampoo out. And I'm getting ready to repeat the process. Shampooing the leave out parts, leaving it in one direction, making sure the hair doesn't tangle up. Scrubbing the scalp, getting the scalp as clean as possible. Getting all the oils and dirt off. Clip that up, and then I'm going to take the same mixture I used previously and saturate the braids and the scalp underneath. And then putting shampoo onto the weave hair and squeezing it through. So patting and squeezing, and then now I'm rinsing that thoroughly out. Getting underneath, getting the weave hair, getting underneath to the braids, getting to the scalp, and shampooing rinsing out all of the shampoo. And so now I'm going to condition the hair, and I'm taking the Joico Moisture Recovery Conditioner and a little bit of water and a lot of conditioner so it can be a little bit more liquidy. And I'm just putting that in the applicator bottle, and I'm going to shake that up. And I'm going to distribute that mixture through the hair, but first I'm going to use the Redken Extreme Strength Builder Plus on the leave out hair. And this is a great protein treatment, and it kind of helps keep the hair strong and healthy. And leave out parts tend to suffer a lot when they're in weaves. They tend to, a lot of times, get the most heat and get heat damage and stuff. And so we try to rebuild the hair and keep it as strong as possible. And so I'm distributing that all over the leave out parts, all over the roots, all over the ends, all over the middle. Distributing that so we can get all of the strands well conditioned. And I'm going to put that on the sides as well. And now I'm combing through to distribute it evenly and to detangle. I'm just going to clip that out of the way. And now the mixture that I made before with the water and conditioner, I'm going to squirt that all underneath the weave, onto the braids underneath, so they can get conditioned. Well, I'm putting straight conditioner onto like the nape area and the braids and the rest of the weave. I'm putting straight conditioner on there. And I'm just distributing that through, and I'm going to clip that up and out of the way. And now it's time for the deep condition. So I am going to put a plastic cap onto the hair. And we're going to sit under the hooded dryer for about 15 to 20 minutes. So now it's time to rinse out the conditioner, and leaving the hair all in one direction. I'm going to rinse with tepid water or like cooler water the conditioner out of the hair, and that just helps seal the cuticles. And I'm going to rinse the weave hair underneath to the braids. I'm going to rinse thoroughly all the conditioner out of the hair to make sure nothing is left. And rinsing the braids. And rinsing the ponytail braids that I made. Rinsing the conditioner thoroughly out. And this process keeps the weave hair from tangling up, and it makes it so much easier to complete the weave maintenance process or the weave shampoo process. And just make sure, I'm just making sure that I'm rinsing thoroughly the conditioner out. And so I'm just going to blot the hair dry with a towel. And this process is very important because I'm getting as much of the moisture out of the weave hair as possible. So I'm just going to squeeze, 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 and I'm squeezing the braids underneath to get the extra moisture out. And I'm just going to keep squeezing until I feel like that's all I can do. So I'm going to apply the Kerastase Oleo Relax Serum onto leave out hair to prepare it for blow drying. I'm just going to comb that through. And now I'm just going to blow dry on medium heat the leave out parts. And this process is important because if the hair is like kinky or textured, you want to have it as straight as possible before you go underneath the dryer, because it will draw up, and this prevents it from drying up. So I always blow dry before I put a client back under the dryer. I'm just going to clip that up and out of the way. And now I'm going to put the Kerastase Oleo Relax onto the weave hair to prepare that for blow drying. I'm combing it through. So now I'm just going to section off the weave hair in different sections so the braids can dry underneath. And this is very important because if the braids don't dry enough underneath, the hair at the top will revert, and the weave hair will revert if it's kinky or weave hair. And so I'm just gonna, after I've clipped that up, I'm gonna put a net over top of that because the dryers I use will catch the hair if I don't. So underneath, another hooded dryer, and this is like a power dryer, for about an hour. And so now the hair is pretty much dry. The braids are dry enough to be able to go on ahead and start blow drying the weave hair, but the braids won't be fully dry. They can air dry overnight the rest of the way. And I'm going to go on ahead and finish drying the weave hair because it's not fully dry. So I'm just going to go on ahead and get it fully dry. And the braids underneath, they'll dry throughout the day and overnight. But as long as the weave hair is fully dry, then the hair at the top will not revert. So I'm just blow drying through to get it super dry. And I'm going to blow dry the top part again just to make sure that it's thoroughly dry as well. And blow dry the leave out part. So now it's time to flat iron the leave out part so we can blend. So I'm taking a small curling iron for the sides, and I'm just going to take sections and flat iron that piece by piece. And I don't know what type of flat iron that is. I got it at the hair show, and I don't remember the name of it. But it's great for edges. And now I'm going to switch over to my FHI platform, and I'm going to start flat ironing the top parts. And I think we're using a heat of about 375 on the flat iron. You don't have to use high heat to blend your weave, especially if you have weave that blends with your hair well anyway. So I'm just going to take small sections and just flat iron all the way around the top of the head. And I always, whenever I'm blending, I always flat iron the top first and then I blend later. Sorry about the blurriness there, y'all. but you get the gist of it. So I'm finishing up, flat ironing the top. I'm taking small sections and then passing over one time with the flat iron in like a slow, deliberate motion. And that's why I slowed this down so you guys could see. And you see the hair is not super straight. It's straight enough to blend with the weave. And so I'm going to start flat ironing the weave, working from the back of the hair and I'm just going section by section. I think I have three tracks at a time, and I'm working section by section, straight in the hair. And if you wanted curls, you could put curls in it at this time, but she wanted it straight. So I'm just going to keep making passes over to the hair to get it straightened. Taking 2 to 3 tracks at a time. Now I'm at the top part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take section by section, and I'm going to take the top track and blend it with the leave out hair. So I'm lifting up the top track and combining it with the leave out hair and flat ironing it together to blend. And to comb that in place to cover up everything, cover up all the tracks. So I'm taking a little bit of Paul Mitchell gloss drops, and I'm putting that over the top to get rid of any flyaways. I'm just going to comb that through, and we're done. Okay guys, so everything is done. Now if you're wearing weaves, it's okay to shampoo your hair once every 2 weeks. Nothing wrong with that. Some people like to shampoo their hair more often because they sweat in the scalp and everything like that. But once every 2 weeks is perfectly fine. And also if you're in weaves and you're trying to grow your hair, make sure that you're moisturizing your hair properly underneath the weaves. And I do have a video about moisturizing hair underneath the weaves, and I'll put a link to that below. And also I'll probably put a card up there too, so you guys can go ahead and click that and watch that. But yeah. Stay tuned for all the other hair care videos that I have coming. I love helping women grow their hair. It's my passion. And if you have any comments or questions or anything, put them below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thumbs up this video for more videos like this. And I hope you guys have an amazing, wonderful, blessed day. I love you. Thanks for your support. See you in the next video. Bye.